plastic cup?
Sure. Rachel, can you bring a plastic cup, a couple of 2 plastic cups? I'll get you some. Before we go. No, I'll get the small ones for now. All right.
Put a request.
Yeah.
I'm thinking aloud this yontiv about Yerushalayim Erchu.
Okay, sure. Is it L'chaim story?
And the first time, this is me. What do I need to say? Say L'chaim?
No, say L'chaim with a little wine.
I drank L'chaim.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, good. That's it. So say more. Have more.
What?
Have more. How was your yontiv?
Hashem.
Yeah.
Still in the middle.
Yeah, we didn't start yet.
Didn't start yet. Okay.
I mean, we started, but it's the best is yet to come. Kasher Dorit Abdecha Meheira B'soicha Tachin Uvnei Yisha B'kadaiv B'yameinu B'yameinu B'inyan Oikam
L'chaim.
All right. Guys, ready? Michal, you still there? Michal?
Yes,
Oh.
I am.
Okay. All right.
Thank
I'm
you.
leaving soon though, so have a good Yom Tov, everybody.
Good Yom Tov, good Yom Tov.
In about 10 minutes, I'm gonna get off. So I'm just listening for another 10 minutes. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yerushalayim is an amazing tefillah.
Which one was one of my first ones?
What do you first ones you mean
No, like,
lately?
Kol Chivirash, so any.
yeah, it was. I think it was the first one.
That's why it was so intense.
All right. The hand of the other. Let's get into it. The hand of the other, Eleanor Ben Meruchai, Ve'ekelu Shivin Achalim. It says in Yeshaya that he's going to pick up his hand on the Nahar, Ben Meruchai, with the wind, Ve'ekelu Shivin Achalim, and he's going to split it into seven. In other words, there's going to be another splitting of the sea. There's going to be another splitting of the sea. One happened, that split into 12. And now there's another one going to happen that's going to split into 7. Why 7? And why 12? Rachel and Ella, please, can you keep it down? Rachel and Ella, can you please keep it down?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Why 12 and why 7?
Why 12 and why 7? 12 is for the 12 Shuvatim, the 12 tribes. And this is what it signifies it to the 12th path. We each have all 12 Shvatim in us. We have pieces of different pieces, right? They have the main, which we know, Yehuda and what else is out there?
Yosef?
Yes. Binyamin, not Binyamin. Yeah, okay, beseder. Yeah. So we kids on a so we have all these within us, and this is what I remember. I said there was about 2 shurim ago. I said that we were discussing something, and I said I have an idea of what that means. And I remember Michal asked what? I said it's not for the shir, but I said if the Alter Rebbe says it, we'll say it. But now the Alter Rebbe says it. So I just came to me. The Alter Rebbe says it actually. That's what it means. That we're gonna be just the way we explained before. That we're just layers from all the way up on top, all the way down to the bottom, from gazillion layers, all the worlds and We're all compressed. We're the bottom of the crust. We're the end of the pipe, the end of the straw, as we call it. So, but waking up to, I'm able to think different things. I'm having different asagas. I'm having different understandings. Every one of these are a different shevet. It's all netzach choyed. It depends how you package it. Sometimes it's the midas, but now we're going into the klal, so we're going back into the shevet. We're going back because when we split the sea, we're going into the Shvatim. We're going into the 12 tribes, right? Everybody finds their place. That means that I'm starting to think like a slave for myself. I'm starting to see the bigger picture. I'm starting to see all my thoughts. I'm thinking about this or that. I'm thinking about business. I'm thinking about this. Everything I think is connected to my Creator. And now I know. Everything is it. Nothing takes me out of it. And all Shvatim, I'm applying different things and I'm acting in a different way, like a melech. I have everything at my disposal because Malchus, we have everything within us. We're not just one. We have everything within us. And Malchus has been hammered this whole Yom Tov over and over again. Atzilus Malchus, Malchus, and Eremus and Esnasis. And there's and it's one of these concepts that you have and then you don't have it. And you got to work it again. You have to constantly chop it. And the whole Yom Tov, that's what it's about. And then comes Kriyas Yom Tov. Now we're splitting that you finally got. Now you're splitting that. Like, where am I now? Where am I going with this? I'm stuck. And that's Ba'atik Tali Milsa. Just like we said that my choshech, my doubt, is no longer is my struggle. My doubt is my kesed. My doubt is now I know I'm in choshech, like, and I need to bring clarity to it. I need to bring the mutter to it. Is this good for me or not good? If it's good for me, this is it. It's good. If not, not. And how much more you want to expose kesed, that's how much more you're willing to put it out there. That this is what it is. This is who I am. This is how I express my Creator, and I'm real with it. So the more we expose it, the more cast there, and the more resistance. Because people see chashik. They don't know what they're saying. They don't know what they're looking at. But now, so we're going into the 7, splitting the sea into 12. Okay, so split the sea, this is Kriyas Yom Tov. Now, that happened already. What we're going into this year is we're going to split the sea in 7. This is the ultimate. This is Mashiach. 7 connected the 7 Roim. Avraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, Moshe, Mahan, Yosef, David. So this is what we're tapping into over here. And as the Alter Rebbe is going to explain, that comes from the Noah, from Ever HaNoah. In other words, our source is from so high up. There is Eden, and then there's Noah. Noah is like, nobody even dreams of that world. Paro, Amalek, Kushan Tachas, it doesn't even exist. You're like, what? What are you talking about? It's completely irrelevant. That's what we're talking about. It's kind of frightening. I don't even know, but it has to be good. What else is there? So he put us through the squeeze for so long that we're like, okay, I'm ready to surrender. Bring it on. What's the alternative? To go back to work? Another nickel, another dollar, another fight, another battle. So this is what we're dealing with over here. So the Navi says that there's going to be the time that this is what's going to be going on. Hine. So the Alter Rebbe is revealing to us exactly what's going on over here. Fine. Yom Tov will begin as Malchus. Malchus Datzilis. Yom Tov will begin from Malchus Datzilis. When you see the water, that's Malchus, and Yam Suf is the beginning of Malchus Datzilis. Why? Because we know that everything that's in the Yabasha is also in the water. Everything that's happening over here on physical ground is also happening in the water. Okay? So it's just in the water you can't see it because the water is covering it. So it's Alma Diskasa. We are an Alma Disgali. What does that mean? In Alma Disgalia, all I see is my struggle. All I see is my pain. All I see is my shortcomings and who I need to catch up to. I'm so caught up with my parrot. It's big. It's in your face. It's the reality of the fake world. And as long as you are in Alma Disgalia, you don't see it. It's completely. This is Alma Disgalia, one big open piece, and this is Alma Disgalia. This is it. So we can't connect the dots. I just see the nickel in front of me. Okay. So
Whatever's in the water.
Yes. Now, how does that apply to us? So, all I see in Alma Des Galia on my problems, on my shortcomings. In Alma Des Kasia, I'm starting to connect that there's something bigger. There's something more going on that I'm starting to see. Why? Because Alma Des Kasia is starting to become revealed. It's starting to open up. The fact that you know what you know now, more than what you knew 6 months ago, is Alma Des Kasia opening itself up. It's called Kriyas Yom Tov. What means Kriyas Yom Tov? My Alma Des Galia is splitting in front of me. My world that I thought I'm so caught up, mitamal, I can go to the supermarket and be like, this is a lukus. That's Alma Des Kasia revealing itself. Which before that, It was, I got to pay for this, I got to make this, I got to do this, and I got to run, and Shabbat, mitzamal, there's a cause. Okay, that's Alma Deskasi, and this is what's happening now in Pesach, in Shvi'y Shel Pesach. So once again, my Alma Deskasi is also, Chassidus is teaching us, and this is considered a Pesach gift from the Rebbe. Right. Interesting. It's from the Alter Rebbe. Because I was doing good my Makim and it put me to Vayeshev, and now so I know it has to be shared. Okay. I'm also waking up now that my imagination is real. My imagination is real. When I think something, it's very powerful. It's real. We're heading to being able to actually bring it down. That's why, but before we get able to do is right now, what are we manifesting in our brains? Only negativity, because that's where I live. So remember, we're in real time. Ruach Aisa Ruach. Wind brings wind. My spirit brings spirit. Kedusha brings Kedusha. My problems bring problems. So right now, we understand that Choshech was robbing us. Pari was robbing us. Because all he had me thinking, he has the whip on my back. All he has me thinking is negative. I can't climb out for myself. I'm in my own way. No matter what, I'm in my own way. How do I climb it? You can't. You're an octopus. You're in a jelly. You can't get out. But now, as Alma Deskasi is starting to open up, I'm like, wait a second. I can start thinking, this is what's controlling it, because I now know that I'm not really here the way I think I'm here. I'm not physically here. I'm not my problems. I'm way more powerful than that. This is just the crust, and they're catching me in my crust, in my shakai they're messing around with, right on the border. Because the minute I back up, I go in and I see what's going on over here, right? I realize that I can think positive the same way I'm thinking negative and just manifest positive. And this is what the Alter Rebbe is telling us. Vayeshev with the Chalemis, he's talking about, don't think that your thoughts are false, because he says like this, you go in, you're davening, and you're feeling fired up, and you're thinking of all in these visuals and all these amazing thoughts about davening. Let's say it's a gelungen, you have a good davening, and let's say let it gelung every day, it's possible already. Because I'm present. Now I'm walking out and I'm having taivas. The Alter Rebbe is saying it. I'm having taivas, I'm like, okay, look, my thoughts. I was thinking about that I'm connecting to my Creator. I was chapping Yehud, and here I'm going to have taivas. He's like, no. Those were real. Just the way these are real. There's a nefesh habamas, nefesh elokis. But finally, now that we're waking up to our imagination, how by being present. What happened that's making me mindful? COVID happened. Right? COVID happened. It stopped everything. So now I'm able to see for a second. I'm able to see that I'm not what they want me to believe that I am. I'm way more powerful than I am. And right now I know that I'm in a program center. I'm in a reprogramming center that is just reprogramming me to a higher consciousness. It's called Atik. And I know that I'm there, and this is nothing for me to do. I'm going into Melech, Malcham, Lachem program, splitting the sea, and now we're going to split the 7, and we're going Me'ever Anar. We're going up to where Avraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, where all our shepherds, where they come from. We're going to that place. It's the highest of the highest. It's like we're next. We're one with it. And that can only be done with love, with compassion. Right? That can only be done with love. Because it is only love. Everything out of compassion, everything out of that is not it. I'm not aligned. So now I know where I need to get back to. It's work. But it goes faster than you think, because the time is playing with us. Now again, another interesting thing that I saw.
With question?
Yes. Go.
What do you mean with the word it?
Creator, Eibishter.
Oh.
The one with it. Yeah, thank you. I know we heard this many times, but now I see it more clear. It's very funny. they say a fifth went out of Mitzrayim. So I saw in Shmiyadim there, it says, there's one sheet that it says 1 out of 50, 1 out of 100, and 1 out of 500 that went out of Mitzrayim. Okay? So I'm thinking which one are we? We're the ones that left, we're the ones that stayed behind. But that's not what I wanted to say. That's not what I wanted to say. Fine. No, I was already saying like we're the ones that left. No, wait a second. Maybe we're the ones that left. We're the ones that stayed. I'm like, maybe no, we're the ones that left. So I don't know about that. But one thing I do know.
If we are the Midbar, then we're the one who left.
The ones that left, yes. One thing I do know. Now I see how it could be 1 out of a fifth. 1 out of 50 that's going to leave. And it's going to go, it's in circles. First
Spiral.
wave, second wave, third wave. Right? So the choice is yours. Tavshin Peyal, the Rebbe says, Paloas Arenu. We're going with that. We're not letting go. You know what? We're seeing amazing things. Guys, we're learning Hasidus. It's not normal. This is the coding to the next world. This opens all the doors. All right, we're doing this. We're talking about stuff that wasn't available to us. And now we're talking about it. So the Rebbe said, Tavshin Pei Aleph, Plos Erenu. This is the year, Pei Aleph, and we're going full force. And those who want to go back, we're going to go after them and not let them. So we got to look out for our brothers. You know, we got to fight for every one of them. But it's different. You're not going into the sandbox with them to fight. You're up here and you can show them the way. So this is what's going on. So again, how we do this? You go into spiritual Pesach, you're completely. How many levels of surrender can we have? And what I'm thinking now is surrender is just a nishba v'nitken. Like, I really don't know. I don't know how to get. How do I really surrender to absolute emunah that I'm free of all my shackles, I'm free of my what's chasing me, the panasa, and then the life, the struggles of life. Right? How do we do this?
Is that even possible?
Of course.
Fully, to.
Is it, and 50% and 80%, and then the rest. Yeah.
Not even with that. Even with the point of wanting to feel. I want to surrender. I want to feel. What am I feeling? I'm not feeling. So
right.
So you gotta be able to accept that too. That not feeling is also feeling.
Yeah,
the point
of
that
course.
you're not feeling something, you get to decide. You learn so much, and what am I feeling? I'm not feeling anything. So
this is it.
This is it. Just live it now.
So it goes into the Maimer from the Rebbe. Very, very, very strong Maimer from the Rebbe. That's why I brought it. And he's talking about exactly that. He's talking about Tzimtzum. All right? Tzimtzum there was a restriction. Again, we're going to do one layer of this, 2 layers. It just gets familiar with it. It's not, it opens up, it's fine. Tzimtzum is there had to be a vacuum in order for it to take place. If Eibishter was everywhere, if Boyer was everywhere, then where's room for us? Where's there room for something other than him? And if there's room for something other than him, then he's not everything, but that's not what we're saying. What we're saying is so there had to be a tzimtzum. What does a tzimtzum mean? If my mind is taking up all the space, I see everything everywhere clearly, there's no room for anything else, for klip of a doubt. Okay, so I have to be mitzamtzum that. So I'm mitzamtzum, and I'm keeping to myself, so there's a tzimtzum, and then something else takes that space, that void. Because everything has to be filled. There's also everything is moving. So something else took its space. The minute something else, once there was this, and that, even though it's still it, but there's already a less. It becomes more gashmias because it's already a secondary thing that took. It's not the zachal lane. Okay, you follow? Fine.
Because I want to understand it. And
Good.
I can't.
Chassidus is gonna open you up. Go, let it break your head. It's fine.
Busting my-
Good. We'll repeat it. So if it's very simple, very simple. I apologize for making it more complicated than it really is. So it only takes about 10 years to get it.
That's my point.
It's simple. If this orange is over here, if this orange is everything, there's no room for anything else. So if Creator was everywhere, so he was the orange, he was everywhere, where's the room for us? How can we talk about him and not be it swallowed up in it? Right? Okay.
So that's like the Diyabachira question.
No, but now we're not going there. We're going Chassidus. This is Diyabachira. But now, so what happened was there was a tzimtzum. He made himself smaller. And now, as soon as he made himself smaller, something else took up its space.
He created a void.
Which is us. Vrei.
He had all of Machshava that filled that space. So we're higher than that. We're higher than this. This is a part of it. This is our group that's going to we'll get to that. We're all about Machshava, but where did this thing land? It landed into that void that was created. Right? So what the Rebbe is explaining is, so what does that mean in Oy? That I was mitzamtzem? What does that mean? What that means is that I saw everything clearly, and now I don't see anything clearly. What does that resemble in our bodies? How do we bring this down? My brain versus my feet, my legs. My brain versus my legs, right? My brain thinks, my legs don't think. That's why what goes first into the hot water? Exactly, because he has no brains and he follows. My head is too smart. It's like, no, I'm not going. These are Alter Rebbe's words. Right? The head is like, Mashiach, the guy. So he sends the feet and then he sends your hand. Okay? So the feet are called Netzach. The Netzach. Netzach means boots on the ground. The soldiers, every soldier is considered Netzach. The Netzach, boom, 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 no questions asked. Mission, I'm going for it. Now, so we are that void is called Netzach. Why is it called Netzach? Because it's still created, but it doesn't have the same motion as the brain, because it's the legs. There's a void over there, because he was mitzamtzem himself in his consciousness. Now we are fighting ourselves through from doing stuff without even knowing what we're doing to bring moichen to it. So we have the Chagaz, and then we have Chabad. The learning in Chagaz, all types of Gemilas Chassudah, then you have Chabad, the moichen.
What do you mean Chagaz?
Chagaz Chesed Gevurte Teferes is the Midas. Do Chesed and all types of things with raising, fundraising, big cholim, all types. That's Chagaz. And then you have Chabad. Chabad centers. What do they teach? Dvaravai. Right? Nobody's, God forbid, knocking anybody. The Chagaz don't get it. They think it's a competition. Right? Well, Chabad may also have fallen into that trap, God forbid. Yeah, but fine. It's part of the process. We have to go in. But this is what the Rebbe is saying. Shorish HaNetzach b'pnimiyas HaKesed. The shorish of Netzach is in pnimiyas HaKesed. That means that where we come from, our no brains comes from the highest place. We're shorish in Kesed. Okay? So that was to answer your question that you said. What were you saying?
And the not feeling is also something.
That's exactly it. That's where we're going. That's exactly it. The not feeling is where it's at. That's the strongest. And the one Yom Tov that we celebrate since I gave you, I busted again, I gave you Sfira, yes, I'll give you Sukkot. The one Yom Tov that we celebrate, the day of the year that we celebrate Chagas, is Simchas Torah. We dance for no reason. In other words, you just go around the bima. Now, here with Mamash, you see it, because what happened was as follows, first of all. So as we know, Chabad has the most deepest songs. Chabad has. It took me a while to get it, but it's like it's everywhere they sing Chabad songs, right? It's Mashiach Torah. When it comes to Simchas Torah, I mean, it's mamash, it's pchudim. It's like off tune, screaming, mamash nothing, one after the other. It's one after the other. Like you can't. The songs make no sense. They're like
Chabad?
in Chabad. So for years I'm getting frustrated, and then I stopped. Once it was a little moich, and I'm like, hold on a second. These people, Chabad has the most beautiful songs. So we started to drop the ball. Can't be. So I went. I asked. I don't know who. I'm like, what's going on over there? He's like, no, it's Chagas. This is a Federschkeit. Me walkt wel Kabbalah Seul, unkansibber. Do you want to dance? It's not about dancing. You walk the march. This is it. No brains, no moichel, no feelings, nothing. No chesed, it's pashut. So it's designed like that. And this is what they do. They go all night in 7/7. Bless it. All night in 7/7, they go in circles. Right? And it's a whole Indian to do that. The Rebbe said, the more you walk, the more brachas. And he kept driving that. So that's Netzach. Okay. But now, to apply that, we're bringing a moichen to Netzach. This is what's happening. We're bringing moichen to Netzach. Okay. Hine Yamsov, who begins at Malchus Atzilus. Who begins Dibber Elyon. Shadibber, he said with the whole Dargen. Who begins Dibber Elyon. Shadibber, who said with the whole Dargen. Shebedvar Hashem, Shebedvar Shemaim Nasa. In other words, like this. Dibur is the sofer. The end, the result is Dibur. The way this world was created is with Dibur. B'dvar Hashem Shemaim Nasa. Right? Dibur, there was a Sar Mamoris, and this is how the world was created. And B'chol Sar Mamoris and Mamshachas and Esses Firas Datzilut. The Tzein Mamoris is the Mamshachas from Esses Firas Datzilut. There's the Esser Midas in Atzilus, which Ivche Yichad. In Atzilus, everything is still one with Creator. Just go, fine. And Mislapshin Ba'oisias. And then Mislabashin Oisias. Ba'oisias Adibit. How so? Yihi Oid. Let there be light. Metamalsik me lichtigkeit. Hu Om Shachma B'chinas Chachma. The Chachma Yikima, the Chachma is, it is an act of Middah. Chachma is Oid. Yihi Oid, boom, comes in Chachma. Vadibir Hu Malam Machas Al Oid Am Shachma. The reason we can't see it is because the dibber is in the way of seeing the oil. Right? The same way I'm talking, but you can't see what's going on in my head. My machshava is hidden. How am I hiding my machshava? By talking. Right? Here we're also hiding machshava because we're nefradim, so you can't see what I'm thinking. But since Eibishter is everything, how is there a separation? If he's everything, even after the world is created, why can't I see him? Because we came out from Dibur. So the Asara Mamoris is what's not we. The Asara Mamoris is holding us in that place. We are like, we're surrounded with Asara Mamoris. What did I say? Trapped, but we're not. We're surrounded by the Asara Mamoris. That's what keeps us in place.
Okay. Asara Mamoris is what?
The same command. The Hirikia, right? It's again that same Mamoris. And this is the Alter Rebbe is saying that again, that I have. Dibur is the end result of everything. Yeah. Okay. Und Mislapshem Boy says Dibur. He early Ham Shachem Beginnes Chacham. Va Dibur, who man Mechas Al Oiram Shachem. The Dibur is what's hiding the Oiram Shachem. Right? In martial world, it's my Dibur is I can say something. I can say I really like you and mean something else. Right? My Dibur is hiding. Right? Really, like I said, we're nefrad. But in Irish world, since he's not different, he's everything. What's stuck holding us back from seeing it? Why can Pari still have a thing? Because there is Dibber in the way, we can't see.
What's Maser?
What's what?
Maser.
Maser?
Maser. Isn't like Machshava Dibber Maser?
Yeah, but Rabbi Masech Hashem. Abish's Maser is this. You're looking at Maser. We're looking at Maser. But we're acting out as Maser. We're supposed to act out the final Maser. We're acting out. Because we are he trusted us. He gave us the key to act out the final Maser. Right? We are this, and he's like, you act, I'm gonna create something, you act out. If he would have done it, it would have been done for us. Right? But he's behind everything. They were saying a little different. He's saying that just like by a person, my oisis hadibber is a keli for my seichel and my midas. Right? In other words, I have my seichel and my midas are telling me, like, I want to express myself. What's holding that space? The oisis hadibber. I can put it into my oisis. I can take the letters as little capsules and I'm putting it in. Right? Don't look at it anymore like your voice is talking. My oisis. How powerful are my oisis? Can you pass me that bottle? Thank you. Can you pass me that bottle? Would you please pass me that bottle? Thank you. See how powerful my words are? Yeah, thank you. That's how powerful my words are. Right? So now I know that my oisias, when I talk, they're oisias. They're powerful. So when somebody tells me I can't connect with my wife, I'm like, okay, it's not possible. You're not putting in the right words. You're not putting in the right words. Now again, sometimes it could be, fine. But what we're saying, in most cases, it's like we're express. So by the Eibishter, his words creates worlds, creates things. We're also going to be able to do that. We're going to be creating worlds as we're waking up to our power, because we're opening up to that continuous line.
We are currently creating world. We don't see it.
Of course, we're creating worlds. Just like in the Gemara, they would create for the Shepsel, for the Goyim, for Shabbos, like they wanted meat for Yom Tov, so they created an egel.
What do you mean we're creating worlds?
You're creating worlds. Every time you say Amen, Yesh Merabah, and you say you do a good deed, you're creating worlds. You're creating oil. There's creations, malachim, there's stuff moving, and then it becomes part of you. We don't see it yet. That's the whole idea. Because we don't see it, that restriction is what keeps us separate to create all these worlds. Otherwise, we'll be nichel, back to square one. He's doing it as a chesed. Because if he pulls that tape out from between the battery and the toy, it's back to ground zero.
Between what?
If he pulls that little plastic out between the battery and the toy, the plastic that they have to pull out? Exactly. So with his great chesed, he's keeping that tab in there. Right? Yeah, now you know.
Everything is
Just a mushel.
Exactly.
There's
no reason for it. There's no reason.
Yeah.
Listen, sometimes you gotta sleep with these ideas. The oasis are hiding what's going on, because a cotton, even though he understands the words, he still doesn't understand what he's saying. And now we understand, because I know we're not going to finish the whole mimer, but I know we're not finished, but we're just going to jump things. The same thing he said, Tinuk, the little kid that says Tati, doesn't know why he's calling, and then as he grows older, he knows Tati. And when we were in Mitzrayim, we said Tati, we had no clue what that meant, and now we know. The same thing right now is with the Oisius. We're waking up to know it's not Krishma, it's Kriya Shema. And mitamal, it lights up. What did I do? I said a password. Kriya Shema. The letters come right at it. And the more far, that's why Mokan Shabbat Shuvah Oymet and Tzadikim Yigol Chayil Lamed. The more far away I am, I'm seeing it much clearer. I'm like, whoa. All I did was I switched the coding. Mitamal, I see Elikos everywhere. I got a tool over there. Interesting. All right? It's so powerful that most of the time I just send emails. No, it's a check-in thing, man. It's
I thought about something else.
Yeah, but this goes even further, right? That's how you have to start looking, because in Mashiach consciousness I see the positive. I realize, it's not like no, it's just so powerful that I don't want to. I'm not comfortable releasing that type of energy, that type of oil, because I can't deal with the effect it's going to have. Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Fine.
That's not true.
Okay. Yom. Okay.
Ach, me kol makom.
Ach, me kol makom, ja. Gaat zo wat. Zo wat hebben we zien we eens met tegen Shaikat en afschmem kol is wat hebben ze om het wim kozen in een meven klal. Haas kolbes wat er geweest is. Raak niet zo aats me gacham. We koiden maar zijn meven te geweest is af me huso is het atsman hoe beginnen ze helemaal gab me huso zeggen dan midden. Okay. The huso is het atsman is hiding the mohus segel minutes. Wel geen lamal als je s'avonds gach met de bia hoe raakt me naar de berel niet leuk met mosha shalom moet gach me koiden. And therefore, the Savas HaChachma in Biyah is like from the Dibber Elyon in Nishtal Zevi Amashul that somebody that was a Chochem from Farbreng because it didn't figure it out yet. Let me see if I'm saying this correct. Yeah, the Biyah is not finished yet. We don't see it. It's Alma this guy, like it's hidden. Right? It's a hidden world depending where. But it's hidden. Like, in other words, we know the words, we know there's an Eresh, but we're not really sure what we're saying. In Kain, HaDibber for Oasis is the Malchus Atzilas, the Dibber and the Oasis for Malchus Atzilas. Hemalim Matspinan al Chabad, Vahamidas Atzilas, Hameshlach Shemodibber, Shlois Gala Klal Bebria, Kim Eza Ora Me'etes Mo'oid, Kmoy Beginnen, Sa'oish Hanimsech al Desaris. Vezer in a Yam Shanika Almudis Kassia. Okay? In other words, like this. We covered this already last week with other money. Malchus Atzilus is you have all the midas. We have all the midas. Chesed Geburt affairs, okay? In Atzilus it Ivach Yichad. Everything is still one with Creator. In other words, my chesed, everything is part of oneness. We still couldn't come from there because it's too close to home. If we had the same connection here that there's an Atzilus, we wouldn't be here. I would be one. I would have no Bechira. Right, we have to create a Bechira again over here. How are we going to do that? So we have to create separation. Malchus takes in it. How does Malchus operate? Malchus is less than Megar Makum. Malchus has nothing of its own. He can tolerate anything because he's so bottle chesed. So he's holding everything up. He's holding everything in it, and that's how it's misnase, right? Rama misnase keeps going up, and then it creates an am because en melech b'lo am, because it holds of nothing. But he also has another element that causes. He needs people. He needs to express because he's already a separation. He's already a separation because he's not it. He's not chesed with the first time, he's just malchus, so he's already a separation. Yeah, because there's already a separation, so he's already a separation, therefore he needs an am. And why does he need am? Because he's Rama Misnase. He keeps going up, because he can tolerate, so he keeps going up. He's bottle, and as you bottle, you climb higher, because if I'm nothing, I can't get in my way. I'm just going back to my source. If I hold myself as something, then I'm blocking the flow. Right? So we are just the end of Malchus Datzilis. This is who we are. We're also Rama Misnase. The only thing getting in the way of me being one with oneness is myself. This thing over here, the plastic and the toy, that I can't seem to be pulling out. It's not your fault. We're waking up now. We pulled it out already. We see. Okay, now we're integrating, we're chapping, we're learning how to trust more oil. How much oil it takes for me not to worry all day about my bills and my problems. How much tolerance I have to be able to be with my friend, my spouse, whatever it is, to be able to tolerate. Right? How much less limigar maklum. At the same time, also. Not a pushover. I have to have proper balance. Otherwise, then there's chesed, it's klippah. It's klippah, shmol. Ezev. It has to be balanced, tolerant. So that's why Malchus has the two elements. So only I'm getting in my own way. So, but also, Malchus is also covering the midas, so you can't see. Malchus is also taken away. Malchus is like the dibber. Malchus pet. Right? In other words, as I'm talking, I'm hiding what's going on in my head. So Malchus is also talking, it's the Asara Mamoris, and it's hiding what's going on behind it. That it's really Ivach Yichad. There's no thing, no problems. There's no separation. Everything is one with one. Right? 10%, 50, 80? Okay, 100. Fine.
Definitely not.
Say it. No, I need some air. Good, don't worry about it.
Getting enough to crack it open. Not
Don't worry about it. Yeah. You're definitely better off than the guy that's eating matzah now and fighting with his wife. Because it has so much intake that he can't even think straight. All he can think of is resistance. So you measure up to that. Je regelt de grens liggen. I mean, you can.
I could.
No, we get the opening in a minute. I think it's this one. Yeah. Alright. Okay, weiter?
Yes.
Just a side note, it's not there. Nothing.
Oh, this was like.
What? No. We're on the same thing? Oh, okay.
Most probably.
Okay, it's time of the. Okay. Fine. This is me just on deciding to play footsie.
Probably a part of the consequence. That's what I'm thinking.
Which consequence?
It's maybe not. I wouldn't call it a consequence, but it's part of my.
Fine.
Okay. To whatever you said.
Man, these oranges are really there. They're good oranges. You should definitely dig into it. Where's it, an orange?
Oh.
Well, okay, weiter.
Inama.
Okay. Beginning Kriyas Yamtov, Heinat Shemiskasya Nasa is Galia. Kriyas Yamtov is that from Miskasya wird is Galia. Behind. Wie begon ze was?
Inama Mashadebe.
Inama, ja, het had gelukkig de tijd, maar misschien nog geen. Geen zin te lang met hem, daar was een interval. Inderdaad, gewoon een fixed person.
I don't want to miss a line.
Inama Masha de Benikra Helm. Ode. Deze is dibbe werd geriefen Helm. Als het behaalt hangen fische Masha, neemt zich maar zeggen, maar slapen ze dibbe ze raakt zijn is zeggen. Kan niemand zeggen, eerst zullen ze gaan als klauwe is with dibbe. My dibber also, the reason it's hiding is because what I'm thinking of full color and full juice. I can't, when I talk, it's a percentage of it. It's not everything. Like as you're imagining, when I'm talking, like it's different, right? Okay. Allah said, "Any Kriyas Yamtov Hanashim is Kasya Nas is Gali. Any for Kriyas Yamtov is that from my is Kasya, Vit is Gali, the Haina. Shlo Yasta Dibber Elna Earls Hayunam Al-Bushim Boy Shehem Asegel is Aderech Mashal. Shem Esas Virs that Tzviris, Ki Imish is Galam Mamash and the Shomas, the Bria Gamkink Moshi Gilabel Tzilas. Kriyas Yamtov is that yes, Enochanami, that I can't express fully what's going on, my way of thinking, my thought process, the way I think and imagine is way richer than what I express. Yes, I can do this, but Kriyas Yamtov is that it opens up a mitamal, I'm able to express it. Why can't I express that? Because Malchus is hiding. Malchus is covering. From Bria to Atzilus, there's a cover. I can't see. All I see is bills, pain, choshech, health, wedding, stress, wife. That's all I see. That's what's reflecting back. But all of a sudden, Kriyas Yamtov opens up. Aram ro of Ayonis. He ran away. Right? The Alter Rebbe explains why did it run away? Because Aharim Ragdu, Che'elim, the berg is going to get danced now over the Che'elim, that the Che'elim have no clue what's going on. The Che'elim are an aisle, yeah, has no clue what's happening. He's just jumping. So the oil was such a revelation. Once this Alma Deskasi is revealed, once the thing is pulled away, there's such a revelation that we start jumping like Che'elim, like Tzigaluk. We have no clue what's flying. It's Lamailo and Talmudas. Beautiful. We're eating matzah. It's like what? We have no clue what's flying. We're dancing like Che'elim because they can handle. Malchus itself can't integrate that because he just is a cover. It's like your cover is a cover. Your blanket is a blanket. That's what it's here for. I can't split the blanket. The purpose of blanket that it's deepest, it's the cover. So then he ran away. Okay? All this that I'm saying goes back to our brains. It goes back to ourselves. This is all concepts, but how do I drive this back to myself? Our shorish is from the highest place. So I can understand. I can chap the biggest concept. I can understand the deepest concept. Because we are one with it. That's my Yaharim. Ragdu Che'elim. I'm dancing like a Che'elim. Yaharim Ragdu Che'elim. What's the book? Hayard Ni Yisef L'Acher. Hayard Ni Yisef L'Acher is there are certain things I'm trying to figure out how is this going to work out? How is this, my consciousness now, going to work out with my day-to-day? It doesn't make, how can I do this? No, don't think that way. He's giving you the code right now. You can't turn the blanket into not blanket. You're not going to switch your problems into no problems. That's not your job. That's the blanket. It's just pull it away. Don't try to figure out. You just go home. You start dancing with Simcha, being present in the moment. And don't worry about trying to figure out. Don't get in your own way. By trying to figure out, I'm only getting my own way. This is how we apply this to in reality. Coming back after Yom Tov, I'm not flipping anything. I just don't care. I'm doing what I have to do and let it work its way work out. I'm doing my job not because and not with stress. Find the beauty in it. Find the love in it. And if not, then find love. Because we're not slaves anymore. Yeah, it's avoided. Check yourself. Am I lazy or not? Fine. We're not. That's not for now. We're assuming that that's worked out, right? Or will be worked out. So in other words, by Kri Samsa, there's that type of Isgalas. In the Kri Samsa, who is Chaber Sabriya and Matzilas. And because Kri Samsa is the Chaber Sabriya and Matzilas, Mamash Bili Parse Mesach, Hamapse. This Inni Kri Samsa is the Chaber Sabriya and Matzilas. Mitamo, my day-to-day and my higher consciousness that I just downloaded Yom Tov is one. It's Yom Shekula Tov. It's one long Yom Erichta. It's one long day. Right? Maybe that's why Golas is Yom Erichta, second day. And at the Shul they have the order ready. We need another day, like, to prove to us how powerful it is, so we can step into it. That's why, because there is no mavdil mafsik, that's why the yam got split into 12. Why 12? Who's going gespalten in 12? Ashvatam hoem bebriya, v'sham hem yid bez beginnes beklal. The shvatam are in Bria. And over there, we are 12 beginners. Beklal. V'chen ha-malachim de Bria ham yid bez baker. V'ayam aleim il-mayla. There's also the malachim out, the yid bez baker, and the yam is covering them on top, which is the parsa. The same parsa we have, they have. To them it's different, because they're more open, the more they're malachim. In the Yosef Nirach Kla Arba Machas Shchina, there's 4 Machas Shchina, Mechal Gavri Rafal Eriel. Ik Moshe Kasav Misham Yiparit, Ohel Arba Rashim. And like it says, from there it's going to split and it's going to come and get into 4. It's going to explain. Mekamach and Kaldech Maschalak L'Shalish, Kmo Yid Be Shvatim, Shem Dalav De Golim, Mechal Dekel Ish Be Gimel Shvatim. There was 4 De Golim, 4 flags, and each flag had 3 Shvatim, so it's 12. Vem Kmo Biyad Yesh Gimel Perekim Mechan Beregel. On my hand I have 3. Hello? 1, 2, and 3. Also divided in 3. It's the same resemblance. He's doing some calculations there. He's showing you that everything is connected. Like, why doesn't my body here split into this? We're resembling. We're one with worlds. As I move my hand, I'm moving worlds. Especially if I'm a yid, I have bechira, I'm creating anything, I'm doing everything. He just gave you the breakdown how this works. There's 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, same thing as your hand. It's like, boom, here you go. You have that. When you move your hand, Atzilus is moving, shaking, and Pravda Bista. Right? For real. Mashiach Bista. Yeah. Bine, agam shashvat im atzmim hem bebriya. Mekom kan sharshim kon mit des gewil lachsen de zod Atzilus. Even though we're talking from Bria, however, we're coming from a place that's way higher. We're coming from the if you base gewil lachsen da zod Atzilus, we're coming from Atzilus. Begin Christians as you gibber valisa Bria Atzilus, and is chavas valisa you beshvat in the Bria, this gewil lachsen zod Atzilus. And that's why when there was Kriyas Yamsef, when the tape was pulled out between Atzilus and Bria Kriyas Yamsef, we became one with Atzilus. And you know what Atzilus is? Because we went back to source. We jumped right back to where we come from. We were like, right now we're like, suffocating down here. We can't connect this parcel. There's so many problems and chosha between me and my real source. And what keeps us driving is that we want to get back to source. Because it keeps prickling through from there. Remember we said there's like a sip. The oil is just tears through like little, laser little beams tearing through. So we keep. I'm about to give up, and then something pulls me back. Either my problems or my something that I have. But now this moves away, and then we'll go back to source. In Atzilus, what's Atzilus? It's one with Creator. This is what we're dealing with. This is who we are. That powerful. I mean, if you can hold on to this all year, just Shvi'is Shel Pesach, give somebody a bracha to somebody that's going to appreciate that, that's going to know what to do with it, to believe it, to take it home. And if he doesn't, fine, just give him a bracha that he should, daven for him, because we have the power now to melt away. By you being clear with yourself, remember, we're real time, we're mirroring each other. So who is a stronger mirror? Who has more power? Somebody that's walking and talking and typing on his phone, or somebody that's walking focused? The one that walks focused, he's the one that has the upper hand, right? So if I'm conscious, if I'm awake to my power, when I meet somebody, I'm holding space from that place. I'm holding space from that place. So what happens? I break him, because all of a sudden his whole resistance goes right through, and he has a moment. You just flash somebody else awareness of higher consciousness, which is that I am connected. I'm Ivach Yichad. Shvi'is Shel Pesach. The doors open up. There's no separation. I'm one with Creator. I'm one with my source, which is Atzilus, Zod Atzilus, which is Ivach Yichad. We're going to get to that minor from the Alter Rebbe Pasach Eliyahu, not from the Rebbe. It's wild. We're one with Creator, and that's what we go into. And from that place, what's in my way? I can do anything.
How come it's not?
Because
for everybody, if we all the other nine.
What do you mean? We're waking
up. If it's
up.
happening, if we're becoming one with Hashem, Shabbos, no, we're one. Next, because
we're all struggling with it. Because we're waking up, we're going out of goals. Because Monday morning is going to come. The first bill is going to come flying, and it's going to stop your flow. You're going to be like, whoa.
No, but even Yom Tov. Why should you go back to your bill? Why shouldn't you just be floating away now? Shvi'is Shel Pesach, we get eins mit Creator. Shabbos, darf gut nicht.
That's what's going to happen. That's not dir b'tochtem. You have to do your job.
You still have to have tavis.
No.
You still have to have this stupid struggles and
your tavis are just here to get you to the tape, the piece of plastic that you need to pull out. And recognize that my taiva is to be connected. My taiva is to sit and be connected with my Eibishter, to daven, to be in tefillah. My taiva is to see my Creator in everything, to see my Eibishter in everything, to see that there is no troubles, because My flesh, my physical body is going to see this. That's what's asked of us, and our physical bodies to see it. That's what we're training for. That's why we physically worked, pushed us to the end. Then we came out of Mitzrayim. Now we can, we have the bodies for it, and now the minds are stressed to the point of break. And once I'm stressed to the point of break, what happens? What's deep in the tzimtzum, in the chosher that we spoke about before? What lies there? Netzach. Netzach, which is kesed. So when I'm push to the point where I'm like, I give up, and then I'm like, oh, there's nothing to be afraid of. And then I'm getting to the one nakuda. From that, you give birth to this, to Shvi'i Shel Pesach. This is the Ruach Shel Mashiach. This is the awareness of the Mashiach awareness that I'm in Yichida, everything is one. And once it happens quick. Listen, I don't know how close we are, but the Rebbe said it's here already. So it's as much as you are ready. You can't just throw yourself. It has to be done. It has to be done with you, for you. You have to work yourself into it and out of it. You can't just leave, running away, and then you're a fugitive. What's the point?
You have to live it.
You have to create it.
Integrate it.
And it's available. It's going to get easier. That's why the yam was split into 12 pieces, 12 shvatim. That everybody load their way, whatever in your head, find your ladder and climb it. Whatever works for you. Whatever you're feeling, just get to it. There's different beginners. Ultimately it's Torah Mashiach. Alright. Let's see if we'll do one more piece. You guys, I'm good. What's going on over there? You good, Shirley?
I'm here.
Okay.
Just a little more wine, maybe.
Let's go. Let me open up the red. Of course. Let's refill. Bring the opener. You guys want to watch for some matzah? We'll watch some matzah. Of Nor Heilige Safer matzah. Spelled. What's that? Spoiler? Trust me, God matzah is a real serious nefesh. It's not going to be for your.
Yeah.
Even I'm not at that madrega yet.
בטח.
עוד אמס למנש.
מה קרה?
You got this thing, right?
חפשנו. The power of words.
There's no judgments on the cookies. Because she claims this is the way I like it. So, it's of course the hot milk. Alright. sugar, so.
It's organic sugar.
Of course. How's the wine?
Nog eens good taste. Got distracted with the cookies.
Okay.
We'll get to it.
Alright, dan moeten we er iets aan doen. Okay. Dit is. Okay, go to Ki'im. Kollechat, the Pshita. It's about 20 lines from Ois Beis. It's the third word from the line. It's the last word is Pshita. Got it?
Yeah.
Got it?
Which one?
Ki'im.
Pshita.
Okay. How is it going to be that one person is going to be able to teach thousands of people? But the Moshe Rabbeinu is going to stand, wake up all the Gedolim, everybody. What is he going to teach them? Then there's going to be the limit in Pnimis HaTorah. Pnimis HaTorah is Sharucham Eretz HaMidr. It's longer than Eretz HaMidr. There's no, it's Ein Sof. Yesh Ba'aliyas Ribas La'en Kedz V'Tachlis. It's endless. And this is what we're doing now. We're learning Pnimis HaTorah. This is Pnimis HaTorah. Achine K'mosh Gedei Lis Kabal HaTorah B'Yom L'Tzoysim Hoi Tzorot Tzilis Harach Tzorach Lis Tchila Kris Hamsav Kach Gedei Lis is Galas Pnimis HaTorah L'Asel Tzorach Lis V'Yehenev Yad Al Nahar. The same way the first time they had to be Kris Yamsuf in order for us to have Matan Torah, so too now he's going to have to pick up his hands and split the Nahar, so we have 7 we can get from the Shivirar, from Avram Yitzchak. Nina, Nahar Pras, Achsiv Bay, Vanhar Arvi, Hu Pras, this is the 4 Naharim that we said is coming out from Gan Eden and Bereshis, Pisha and Chidekel, Pras, alright? Vamrazal Perik Basel B'Choris Daphne and Hannah Mabes, who the Meikara the Hannah Beginnes Vanar Yotzem Edom who Beginnes Bina, Nar is Bina, Shu Beginnes Machshava Shalom Adibir is the Machshava that's higher from Adibir because I'm thinking before I talk. Vaken Nikir Nar Machshava Ein Noch V'Sheket Zem Nu Sheches Tamid. Machshava constantly moves. It never stops thinking. Remember something, okay? Why doesn't my mind, my machshava, stop thinking? What is that? Why doesn't it think? Because my dibur is the final thing. My dibur reflects my physical. In physical, that's where I'm a separation, I'm a nifred. In a nifred world, I stop, there is time, I sleep, I take a break. When I go into machshava time, the machshava world, I'm within my crust, and now I'm already seeing everything, and over there it's constant movement. So don't be fooled by what Klippa is telling me, by Choshech is telling me that it only is what my eye meets. Choshech is telling me that everything is what your eye meets, that's what it is. If your eye can't see it, it's not real. That's what Choshech is telling me. Oh, if that's the case, then why doesn't my brain stop thinking? Oh, because your brain is designed to think. Where from? Why doesn't it burn out? Why does it constantly need to think? Either about this or about that, worry, it keeps moving. Why? Oh, so it's not. I'm connected to a higher source. This is where you find your higher source. Now you can start generating positive thoughts. Start changing the machine. Remember, you are the mashpia. I can change my house because I'm the mashpia. Now I have power. I know that I have. Of course, for good. If you're going to use it for not good, then you're gonna end up like we're all stuck now. Because we thought we're smarter. So we started thinking, we started using it, manipulation, and outsmarting somebody, and here we are, 2,000 years later, we're stuck. But we had to go to the end where it's like, okay, fine, okay, but I don't care anymore. I don't care about my money, I don't care about anything. I just care about living. When I say I don't care about money, let me be clear. I'm not saying that we're checking in tomorrow to a resort, or I'm saying or in Koilot. What I'm saying is like I'm living presently. What do I need? If something is killing me, I don't need it. And if I can't keep up, that means that something is off. Not that I need more. Pari wants me to do more. He wants me to use my machshava to keep me distracted more. But it's a bottomless pit. And for every million schmucks, there's one bigger schmuck that makes it, and everybody's trying to be him. You understand? For every million fit, there's one behind the Gedolah that he makes it, and not everybody wants to be like him. And I gotta kill myself. And this is the trick, like the magician. I need to be him. And one, no. Who's man, what? Comes the first plague and breaks it. And we see. And those who are still stuck, they're still they're going back. It's coming back. We're open, the restaurants are open, we're back to normal. We're going back to normal. You can go back to normal. I'm not going back to normal. I know, because now I see. And not only do I see, now I see an opportunity. You think you're a businessman. Okay, let's see about that. Because now we know, we recognize a deal from a million miles away. Okay? Because the other deal is so real that everything stopped. Nobody's paying rent. You're stuck. Nobody's paying rent, nobody's doing nothing, and you're stuck. What's my whole belief system down the tube? So those who see it, they're like, oops, I see. And those who are stuck, they're fighting. Fighting good, fight. I choose to live.
Silly question?
Sure, please.
So the brain cannot stop thinking?
The brain always thinks.
So there's so many people who claim,
Yeah.
people's claiming that if you're present, if you're those, you can stop, the brain doesn't think. That's all shtiss mit Lakshan?
No.
Like, is the guy Eckhart Tolle?
No.
Was getting from him?
Of course. He's teaching you exactly.
Be present.
He's what?
But
Be present.
But
Yeah.
he's saying to stop, that your mind is
He's
stopped.
telling you what Alter is trying to drill through your head.
It's just interesting on YouTube.
And this is another way of clipping it just a bit.
But wait, isn't he
He's
saying
not-
the opposite of what you just said?
He's saying exactly the same thing, but there's a little spin over there.
Wow.
Think of nothing. Be mindful of nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. And everybody's like, how can it be nothing? But he's telling you, think of exactly this. I want you to think Aleph. I want you to think Beis. I want you to think Eish. I want you to think that there's only good. I want you to think, tap into the real source of source. He's like, He's like, open up your head and I want you to put these letters in there. And start breaking parses. Let me tell you something. When Alter Rebbe is telling you something that's not possible, he's taking you to parse. He's taking you to the place that you can't go through. He's not taking you there to tell you, like, you can't go through, there's a parse. What does he think? He's playing games here? He's not taking you to the water. He's like, you see the water? This is as far as you can go. No. He's taking you to the water, and he's basically telling you, he's giving you everything, and you're like, he can't go through. Mittelmal, you're like, I think I just got through. That's what he's doing. He's building a mimer. He's building with Chachma, but it takes, this is 2,000 Mamorim. I'm sorry, the Likutei Torah is the Tzemach Tzedek picked out out of 2,000 Mamorim, the top ones, the diamonds. The whole Chassidus is built on this, right? All the 7 Rebbeim are like expanding on this, but this is like the Oisit. They're so rich that they just flood your brain, and you just can't not see it. And that's why it's important to do this over Yom Tov when we have no distractions, where I can get a proper dose of presentness. So what Eckhart Tolle is telling you to be present, what he's not telling you is to be mindful that there is a Boyer and that I'm the chosen nation. He can't tell you that because he's not.
He's telling you not to focus on anything. But
Whatever. It's enlightenment. It's the same idea, but it's not. We are mindful. I'm mindful how rich my brain is. That I'm making a bracha, and all of a sudden I know how powerful my words are, my letters are. I have such power. I'm realizing now that I tell you, like, can you please pour me a glass of wine? Or I can tell you, can you please, God forbid, put an insult. I know how powerful my words are. I'm waking up to that. That's what he's not telling you. I mean, he is, but anyways. It keeps coming. Elef kol hagoyim, all the goyim, they were going in, they were pouring into that place. There's the Nor comes constantly eros. And where's Avram? Where's Avram and our fathers coming from? We're talking about Nor. I'm jumping because I don't know if we're going to get to it. We're talking about all this is coming. The Nor Yotzim Eden. There's a Nor that goes up from Eden. But we're Me'ever HaNor. We're coming from Ivri. Ever HaNor. We're from even before that. Just want to skip a little more here. Yeah, let's get over here. V'hainu Mashim. Yeah, go to the next side. V'hainu. It's about 6 lines from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 lines from the top. V'hainu. The last two. V'hainu Mashim. Yeah. Asher. V'hainu Mashim. Okay. V'hainu Mashim.
I got it.
She'en hamshocha b'Gan Eden rak b'mtzoas oiset b'chinas nor. Gan Eden, there is no hamshocha from the mtzoas oiset from b'chinas nor. Hanal she'oises hem alim, the oises are hiding like gilu hu rak ha'oru ba'alma. Aval like David, hen of yodar no, he voted gilu b'chinas Eden mamash. Through them, we're going to pick up the hands. There's going to be a gilu b'chinas Eden mamash. V'zeu perish aro ar enu nufloes. Okay, shnas pelos are anywhere. Tovshin pei alef. Beginnen ze het mamash. Ze perish arenu neflos arenu daike beginnen ze de ie mamash. Shelamal beginnen shmir vavona. Shwel al de oysters degene in dome klal shmir lidia. When I see something, it's way more powerful than when I hear something. So it's going to be pelos arenu. We're going to see. I'm going to start seeing Eibishter and everything. The in rie zu beginnen schach ma'atzma mamash. Rie is beginnen schach ma'atzma mamash. Kanesha yor kinne. Ever saw the eagle looks? Eagle, like razor sharp. They fly up to 200 miles per hour. They're like, this is what we're dealing with. Looking to be able to see clearly what's going on. Okay. Okay. Here is saying that basically that the famous story, the Rizal, that in 1.5 hours he said in 1 hour of sleep Shabbos afternoon, he said if I have to repeat it, it's going to take me 80 years to repeat it. Because basically that's what we're talking about. We're talking about higher from the highest places. Okay. Let's go. Through Mashiach we're going to have the beginner in Knesset Yisrael. We're going to get to that. We're going to understand the time of mitzvahs. We're going to see it. Right now we can't see the flavor because remember, there is a separation. We are in Bria. We're in Asiya, but we're like Shvatim are residing in Bria. But the real source, the connection, they're coming from Atzilus. But there's a separation. So let's just assume that what I'm doing and the reasons I'm doing, there's a separation in the middle. So everything that we're doing right now, we have no clue. Right? We're still doing it like Yirat Torah because I want to gain something, I want to get something. I'm starting to wake up the Schar Mitzvah. That when I'm doing something great, this is my reward. When I'm doing something. This is how it's going to be. The Mashiach is going to teach that Torah. Okay, let's do the last piece. Okay. Mati, you've got It's going to be split to 7 Nacham. Can I get Gimel Abbas with all the Mos? Can I get the Gimel Abbas and all the Mos? Here you go. I said before mentioning how much you saw that I was pausing for a second. Because it's not that. It's Gimel with all the Mos. Kihina, Hidba Shvatim, Hen Bebriya, when Iker Merkafta the Torah. The Hidba Shvatim, they were the Merkava the Torah. What means Merkava the Torah and Merkava Avalo always hen Merkava hen Merkavte Elad Atzilas Vahana Shahem Chagaz Atzilas. In other words, like this: Merkava the Torah, Merkava Elad. Let's put everything into practical words. These are all big, very big concepts, but they're shaykh to us. Merkava Elad is Rebish. Sitzt in a private and dus bringt to sheets for Klal Yisrael. Merkava Elad. Torah. We're Merkava the Torah. I go to work. I have responsibility. I'm raising my children. I'm trying to figure out how to bring peace in mind, how to open up their minds, how to help people, how to be mindful, present for myself, how to love myself through helping others. I'm like, I love him so much. Why can't I love myself so much? But I'm not allowed to because I'm selfish. Who says? Where's it coming from? Oh, I really want to be free. Then go for it, right? This is Merkavta Torah. This is what we're doing. We're not anymore. I'm not doing. What's my goal in life? Right? We're so in goals. They're like, what is your goal? What's our goal? What's the goal of it? To be the best I can be. What does that mean? To be the best producer, to be the best this, to be the best that, the best builder. What am I talking about? Because Klippa has put that plastic in front of my head. I can't see. I'm blinded. I'm in pain. I think I'm crazy. But now I'm numb. My blindness are removed and I can see. I already have a goal. I know what's up. My goal is to get out. How do I get out? By getting in. I'm not distracted anymore by all the garbage outside that keeps me focused in my future and in my past. This is why, because as I'm stretching this, what's going to be tomorrow, and I don't want to be a schmuck like yesterday. Now I have a retirement. Now I finally have a minute to breathe. Now I gotta prepare for 10 years from now, and then for 20 years from now. I can die tomorrow, but I gotta prepare. Well, you're gonna check out. And then I was a schmuck yesterday, and my friend made it. So now I'm all the way here, but everything that and this is so I can't focus on the now. Where am I now? I'm breathing. I'm happy. There's Yantov the Welt. I'm listening to something. I have a Chavas Adas. I'm drinking. I'm eating. Now I'm walking. Now I'm davening. Right? I want to share as a person, whatever. It's like, I already got a call. How early can we meet? Monday. 11:30. Nothing earlier? Nothing earlier. I'm not a slave. I just came out of 8 days Yontif. What do you want me to be there? 7:30? We said, Brent! I want to daven, I want to learn, I want to unwind, and I want to bring the Tzlach Rabba to the thing. Because now I know that I am in control. So what am I going to choose? I'm going to choose confusion and chaos? Come out of Yontif and destroy everything right away because... 11:30. L'chaim.
L'chaim, kudos to you, Moshe.
Yeah, thanks for sharing.
Thanks for sharing this.
It's an encouragement.
You may end up to the guy that...
The thought already ran in today by Shachas in my mind.
Of course.
Am I going to be there on Esrichak 8:30 or 8 o'clock? Or I should wait for 9?
I think even if you have a, I don't know. I don't want to talk if you have a boss and everything. I really don't want to say, but I'm thinking, right? Let's experiment with this. What? 11:30. You just took off. I'm sorry. Not 11:30. You know what? Let me not do this. Okay. 9 o'clock. Wie bist du gewend? Ze is er
I can do 10.
10 o'clock.
I told my guys they can do 10.
Good, beautiful.
You got him at 11:30. All the way.
Listen, but remember, you have to be ready to do Shtachva. Shtachva means no job. And I'm like, okay. Listen, it's realistic.
It's
fine.
like you said, if it's coming from a lazy place, then no. But if it's coming from really...
Exactly.
I want to unwind.
Very well.
Exactly.
If it's coming from a healthy space,
L'chaim.
then he'll be happy.
Not he'll be. Remember, we're living in real time.
Right.
If I'm walking in there like half guilty, it's going to hit you. But if I come in with that thing like...
Officially,
it's going to be like,
Oh, I do.
How was Yontif?
You know what he's going to say? Not bad. I didn't think of it. Like, what was I rushing for? I was out for 8 days. Sitting Brennan, you haven't taken anything? And then comes the Zisa story that Rabbi Yankel and Shekim is a gezegene from him Rebbe. Der Rebbe geschickt, ein Tag, zwei, der Rebbe schickt ihm gaben, seh wie der Jankel ist, der Gevier. Und sie kommen sich gesegen von dem Rebbe. Wie sie? Sie kommen sich gesegen von dem Rebbe. So, der Jankel ist dem Smedrisch in Leben. Lassen wir riefen sofort. Jankel ist gegangen, gast was zurück an Arbeiten. Sagt der Rebbe, ich gehe bei der Teure, Schalashideste. Der Rebbe gesagt, also ich feier dich, ich gegen Geld mit allen Sachen. Ich bin geblieben lernen. Ich habe gesagt, geendet. Ich sagte, Jankel, this is going to be the Schalashideste. Jetzt sind die, gehen wir zurück arbeiten. No, but they come with that cute story. I resent that story. It's a bunch of garbage. It's gullus. Like, what are you talking about? I heard the Torah, and I'm taking it in fully. The story is there to challenge you. How real are you? How serious are you with what you picked up? That you're gonna be? No, I'm not moving. I'm going into Istrichag 9:30. You're not gonna rush me into enslavement. And guess what? You're gonna bring this avir into work, and then all of a sudden you start flashing and cracking heads. They're gonna be, everything is crumbling. Everything is gonna show. Everything it picks up. There's more money, more fire, because you eat a little. The brachim the chekoisi is that I eat a little, and my intestines are full. What does that mean in 2021? The Torah is outdated. How could it be? We are Torah. If the Torah is outdated, we're outdated, but we look fresh and young and we're vibrant. Okay, what does that mean? That means that if I'm mindful and if I'm present, I need to work a little, and the bracha is going to be there. Because who's not going to bow down to you when you have this type of clarity? Which guy, which nation, which Yid is not gonna bow down to anybody? But who's not gonna bow down to such type of such clarity? You're not enslaving me anymore. Nothing has changed. We didn't work 7 days and nothing happened. So give me another hour. Why putting the whip on my back again? L'chaim.
Wow.
The boss. Where is the boss? The boss can you zurück immer spät? He demands. Where is he? I don't want to sound extreme and aggressive. We're just going a little wild here, right? It's chalamoid, but all in measurement. You get it. You get the Indian. The Indian is, if I'm really mindful and if I'm really doing, the time, then this oil is going to come. We're going to walk in front of you. It's going to walk in front of you, and everybody's going to respect that. They're going to want from it. They're going to want it. Mm-hmm. And imagine you come with that type of clarity. Imagine you bring that type of clarity to your desk. What type of atzlacha you bring? What type of oil you bring? Because I already know that it's not my work that brings my atzlacha. It's my pi havaya. It's the vibration of Hashem. So how do I download? I have the power to download the vibration of Hashem. I'm not locked into a bag. So Goy has no bechira. He's locked into it. He has to be there 8 o'clock. Okay? When the guy pulls his back, you got to see their face. He's Ostmensch. The Yid is like, schlepp therapies. They get sich anheizen. Fine. Okay. It's off topic. Off record. But the word is like, this is the type of, this. If you bring this consciousness, then this is what we're dealing with. This is how we're starting to live the space. This is how we're starting to live the space. How do I apply all this high thing? This is how you're going to apply it. Take this in and just let it walk. It's called Achla V'Shaitzi. I have it on my phone as a reminder every morning. Achla V'Shaitzi. As I'm thinking, it just opens up. Yeah. It's my reminder every morning. Achla V'Shaitzi.
What does it mean?
Where's my finger?
Let me see. What does it mean?
Achla V'Shaitzi. Achla V'Shaitzi is... Bekitzer, hast du gesehen? Achla V'Shaitzi means... Get out of here. Yeah. The Zohar talks about it. That by Shkia, there is... when the sky is like purplish, then there's a lot of gevuras coming in because it's switching over from chesed to gevura. It's like it's like switching over from Yom Tov to weekday, switching over from Shabbos to Monday, Shabbos to Sunday. It's you're landing, right? And he's talking about that klippus noiga is a achli v'shaitzi. It's like it keeps eating away at you, like it keeps taking away your mind. But now with this, now that we know this, we're flipping it. The Mashiach consciousness, I'm eating away at Klippah. I'm Yibalam Avos L'Netzach. By thinking positive, by holding this space. Once I'm in Yontav zone, I'm in this space. I'm walking out with that. Kriyas Yamsuf. I'm keeping Kriyas Yamsuf and I'm taking it in with me. I'm staying with it. I know nothing to explain, nothing to understand. I don't need to research nothing. I'm feeling this calmness. I'm feeling this. I have this clarity, and I'm walking through the splitting the sea into 12 and now into 7. And I'm going straight into that. I'm going into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, and fine. As shuas. It's you again, Kesser. Explosion of oil. Oh, I'm back to where I started Pesach night. Don't pay attention to like, oh, but I fell through. No. Keep focused because it's going to distract you. Choshech, just remember, he has nothing. All he has is noise. Look, I felt so good the first night and I was back to normal. And now I'm back to, I was exploding. And where are you now? You're back to where you were Friday night. Thank you. Okay, so why don't you focus on that? Focus in the moment. Stop focusing on the hour. Focus in the moment. Then comes Shavuos. What happens after Shavuos? Comes a good Gezinta summer. And 3 months later, we're back Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, and Sukkot. Power, Shabbat power. Like, that's when everything we planted Pesach comes out on Sukkot. Until, it starts glowing. Neta, he calls it Neta, the mimer this week over here, calls it such a encrypted language from, at least to me it was, right? I think to everybody it is. V'yotze choyter megeza yishay, v'netzev misheroshev yifrem. V'yotze choyter, this is the Achon Pesach mimer from the Rebbe Tovshin Lamed. V'yotze choyter, there's going to be a shevet fin Malchus that's going to come out, megeza yishay, from the offspring of Yishai, megeza, from the offspring. He uses such a beautiful lashon. Geza is like the sheep, from the offspring from the sheep. Megeza yishay, v'netza misheroshev yifrem. And a beat from its shorish is gonna sprout forth, which is that just like in Nisan, like the trees start opening up. You see the bloom, it starts blooming. The little beat that comes and opens up. That's how there's gonna be somebody coming out from the Geza Yishay. V'netza misherosh yifrem, they start bleeding. V'noch olav riach havaya, and it's gonna be resting in him the ruach havaya. This is Melech HaMashiach. K'mol ha'aretzdai, k'mayim liyom ha'chasin, k'mver b'tagim. The Rebbe is Achon Shel Pesach. It's like every year it's strong, Mashiach. So this is what it is. This is the avodah here. Whatever I'm experiencing over Yom Tov, stay with it. There's going to be distraction here. It's fine. But don't let Amalek can penetrate my netzach. Because my netzach is uprooted, it's rooted so high up in Keser. My will to fight is so strong. My will for the truth, my fight for the truth is so strong that I can't get distracted. How do you know? Just to give you a little encouragement. Because you're here. You went to a workshop, you went to check, you're coming to check-ins, and you're working. This is your netzach. Because your netzach has no brains, it doesn't know. He just knows one thing. I need to get out. I want out, I want in. I want in and out. I'm down, I'm up. This is our netzach because we come from that place. So this is our guarantee that we're not going to be uprooted. We're staying with the program. Don't get deterred that there's going to be a bad down day. There's going to be down days, but not for long. We have this. Now we have this, we got it. We got it. There's wine, there's always something. All right? And in Chabad, there's another 30 extra days of tremendous oil. Right? And as I heard from Rabbi Heller, that repeated from the Rebbe Rashab, Yutas Kislev, it blew my mind, because the more and more respect I have waking up to Hasidus and to hear this from the Rebbeim, to say these words, like if I heard this word 20 years ago, I'd be like, okay, whatever. From the Baal Shem Tov? No, that's the Baal Shem Tov. From the Alter Rebbe. Anyways, one of the Rebbeim. Yutas Kislev said, now there was that Ozgifit Tachlis Kavonas Sabriya from Sheshes Me'vereshes. That Yutas Kislev, which was when Chassidus came to Welt, when the Alter Rebbe came out of prison, because he was spreading Chassidus. Der gesagt, jetzt sogar ein Ausgeführt der Tachlis Kavona von Bria Yisrael. The ganze Welt aber schaffen worden von Yutas Kislev for this, because this is Mashiach consciousness. Forget about the red. Take out all the stuff and where we come from. Like, let's not get caught up. I don't know which level we are. If there's still resistance, God forbid, to any of that. Forget about all that. Let's just say there is. Fine. And it's okay. It's okay. Just focus on what's coming out of the head. The shemen that's pouring out of the head. What this is bringing. Right? There's all the tzaddikim. There's Rabbi Melech and all the big tzaddikim. But then there's Torah Chabad, that's all Chagas, it's Midas. Then there's Chabad, Torah Mashiach. The Alter Rebbe was the youngest Talmud from the Maggid. But the Maggid had, when he did his, when they did his Tahara, he said that the Alter Rebbe should do his head. Right? So all the Talmidim were divided under. The Ramel, they all had different parts of the body. So the Alter Rebbe, it's not a wow, it's more like, okay. Because it was Chabad, Moichin. So he did the head. So now we know. There wasn't Chaz v'Chalila, any type of... They all, just like the Shvatim, they knew exactly... They knew their place. They knew exactly their place. So Yutas Kislev was that's when the Tachas Bria, it was ausgeführt. So let's so forget about all the taboo, everything on the side, and see what's pouring out of the head. What's coming into Vel, what's coming into my mind, what's happening around me. Within me. Let's turn the page. You guys still with me?
I am.
Before you go further, you can repeat what you said in the beginning. What's the
Spitz? For some time, yeah.
The spitz of Shvi'is Pesach. Again, to
Please ask, because it's
to feel nothing, to be nothing, to get to nothing. What?
Yeah. Thank you for asking.
What's the date? Oh, thank you.
The Iker Nakuda of Shvi'is Pesach is Batikatalia Milsa. In my silence is where my Yeshua is. What does that mean? I'm feeling right now, I'm present right now, I'm feeling a calmness, I'm feeling an oid, I'm feeling fearless, I have no worries, I'm right where I need to be. I'm going with this, and this is Harim Ragdu. The berg zijn getanzen, ke'elim, like the elim, because it's lamayla mit hamadah. Just like the elim, you give him some grass and he dances. He has no clue. He's happy. He has some milk and he's happy. He dances. This is how we are ke'elim, because right now we're like have no clue what's going on. It just feels good. It's Pesach and it's just exciting. It's just very exciting. So we're there. Why are we there? Because we are nishrish in lamayla mitam. We come from Atzilas. We come from Rebish, all the way up there. It's wild, right? And then from Atzilas, there's Everanor. It's even bigger. The Shiveroyim and the four and the Amaz. But what I'm taking out of Shvi'is Pesach is that Hayarden Yisef La'ache, that the Yarden jumped backward. Why? Because my cover, my problems are my cover. I can't flip my problems into, it's not my job to flip them into not problems. That's not what my job is. That's me getting tangled up in it, and that's surmera, I'll never figure it out. Because it's designed to distract me. There's nothing there to begin with. It doesn't exist. It's just there to distract me. This is how it distracts me. Focus takes my mind and tells me to think this way. But it's jumping away. That means that Kriyas Yamsuf is that I'm going into Kriyas Yamsuf, I'm going to Shvi'is Pesach with this mindset, and I'm walking out with this mindset. Nothing. I don't need to figure out. I'm just walking. I'm just going to open the pathway in front of me. And when this guy has the audacity to tell me to come at work 8 o'clock, I don't even get worked up because I can't switch that. I can't turn that over. That's the cover. I can't turn him over. But what I could do is I can come at 9:30. Issachar. Says Yanta what they felt. What do you mean? What are you talking about? And what did I do at that time? I was mindful, sent off the kids back to school, smiled to the wife, ruhig, breakfast, or maybe send a text. I'm going to be an hour and a half late. Personal matter. I'm davening, putting on my tefillin. Now I know what Yontiv is, what I felt, and I can't feel that during the week and during the year. I'm putting on my tefillin. This represents. We're carrying the tefillin right now all day. We're carrying the tefillin. I'm in that kedusha. I'm in that vibration all day. I'm in that. I'm vibing that all day. And now Issachar comes and I can't wait to put on the tefillin. Now I'm holding that. I can touch it. I can feel it with my talis, malchus, kabbalah soil, and it's wrapped everywhere. This is Shvi'ei Shel Pesach. This is what we're taking out of Shvi'ei Shel Pesach. And the matzah is my emunah that I believe it. I'm not getting distracted. I'm staying focused. That's why I'm not eating any chametz. Chaz v'chalil. I'm not eating any chametz the whole yontif because I am focused. I need to stay focused on my emunah. There's no distraction. And I know if there is a distraction, it's only in my mind. It's not real. Now I know it's a lie because where is it coming from? I've been eating matzah. Where can a distraction come from? Oh, but really, matzah does that? Okay, so let's go back to the drawing board. Alter Rebbe says what matzah does. So now there's a problem with your amalek. It's kicking in. It's telling you that your matzah is not really doing the job. So we have to check where you bought the matzah. So since we know that the matzah is 100% mahudi when I'm mahudi, because the matzah is the matzah, and I drink my 4 cups of wine, so I must know that it's real. So I have to, see again, stay focused, present in the moment. Don't get carried away, because Klippe is getting me into the future. He's distracting me, he's taking me off point. But if I stay on point, I'm like, I just ate matzah. My house is covered, I kasher. I'm doing everything. My chometz thoughts must be just for my thoughts. It's my garbage in my head. And now I'm just like, oh, I see you. Get out of here because I know you're alive. Because he can't be. What's fueling you? Where are you coming from? I've been drinking wine, eating matzah. Where can be any type of doubt coming from? And we know that everything is connected. It's not that my bread is real energy. It's pi avaya. In a whole year we have to eat bread. Because I have to bring avaya into my bread, into my chometz. I have to see him in my netzach. I have to bring moichem. That's our whole avodah. But that's my avodah, not what Klippe wants, Choshech wants me to think is my avodah, to go crazy in my work and get distracted and not show loving compassion to my loved ones, to myself. My kids are just a reflection, just the way we are a reflection of Eibishter. We're as real to Eibishter is real to us as me, my child, and my child to me. It's the same thing, it's a mashal. Little, big, little, big. And now I'm waking up to big, ponim el ponim. And the way, and ruach eis ruach kamayim ponim el ponim. The more I'm present, the more I see it. Face to face. I believe, I trust, and I love you. And he's like, I believe and I trust and I love you too. And I'm going to give you twice as much. Because I am flowing only good. I'm flowing only compassion. The only thing in the way, my dear son, is you. But Tati, I don't know how to let go. You want me to take off my fingers? Like, no, Sheffield, relax. I'll show you slowly. I'm going to flap my wings. Not to startle you and not to get you crazy because it's too much for you because you already told Moshe Rabbeinu, stop. Tell Eibishter to stop. We're not going to make it. It's like, okay, I get it. I'm going to be gentle with you. 2,000 years in Gaul is flapping the wings, cleaning us, flapping the wings, giving us a little. And now we're waiting. We're standing by the diving board. We've been waiting. And the first boat we see, we jump. The first boat we see, we jump. Even if there is no boat, I'm still jumping. Because Nachshon ben Amanoda did that and it worked out for him. And what's the alternative? What's back home? What's behind me? What's ahead of me? I already know the lie. It's been exposed. I see the lie. It's clear to me. It's been clear to me, but now it's clear to everybody. And everybody that wants to still deny themselves that truth, good luck. Good luck. Wow. That's Shvi'ei Shel Pesach.
crazy at all.
Sense.
Sometimes I feel like in the middle of this shit, I need 25, 30 minutes just to meditate on just a line that you said. Wow.
I'm still getting over the first 20 minutes you didn't record. That, by the way, that's the anchor for the shir tonight. It's like, did I miss something? Am I not saying something that was? Because our phone. Yeah, I think I covered it twice, right? I mean, we're good.
Yeah.
Whatever wasn't said over there.
Yeah.
It was a good monologue. It was a good.
Wow.
All right, but also the few I'm sending out here and there, and it's like if you're not, you miss some that you're not. So I did it in the opening. So
I think you said it now more powerful than the beginning.
But that's
No,
a,
yeah, but that's not
Okay, maybe
exactly.
that.
Yeah.
And those people are not present in the year,
Yeah.
so they're missing there too. It's another 20-30%.
They won't find it.
Nice. Yeah, it can because I was rushing it in the beginning, but now it
No,
came
whatever,
out
it's
so
fine.
strong. It was like
Yeah, okay, thank you for confirming that.
I had to get up.
They open it, right?
Moshe, please pass me the salsa.
I'll pass you the wine.
Huh?
Guys, we gotta start saying l'chaim. There's still a full bottle there. White, yellow.
The white always stays
So,
full.
say that, I'm not forcing anything, just drink. These are homemade, these are nuts.
Oh, yeah?
Really?
That's why they were so good. I was thinking of asking you
So
where
get
they
up
are
now.
from.
Yeah, I'll bring some. I'll bring one. Let me reload.
That's homemade.
My wife made it.
What do you make?
We buy the nuts and you roast
I
them.
roll nuts and you roll them.
Pine nuts, no?
No, it's almonds.
The größte nicht pine?
Brazilian. The big ones are Brazilian, no? Nog een beetje water.
Wat?
Weißt du gut, ich nehme noch ein bisschen water.
Ja, zu gut geht es.
Ja,
Nein?
weiß nicht.
Schön, weißt du nicht.
Mein Warte nicht.
So was I don't experience live, different.
Hashi told me that the Shia live is different energy.
100%.
It's different energy since it's andere Shia ganzen.
He told me that sometimes he doesn't understand stuff. I told him you'll be here, you'll be able to be joining from the art itself. That's when it's around from that.
I still don't understand it, but
Verstehe
verstehe ich, verstehe
wissen,
ich.
was steht.
Huh?
Dort.
Jetzt verstehe ich, dass ich verstehe nicht.
Alright.
Not to compare. Go further.
Yeah, we're gonna skip a little. And just cover. Okay, so let's do this piece. Vigili. I'm not even saying where it is, I'm just going. It's a little further down. I'm gonna start jumping. Okay.
I'm scared jumping in.
Exactly. Dillet. Wow. That's exactly. He said. Where does it say it? Did I miss it? I don't know. It's Dillet. It's the whole thing. Okay. Like the whole yontif is Dillet. We spoke about it before, but he's saying it in this moment too. That Pesach is Dillet.
What it means?
Dillet means jumping. The whole year I have to work a stalsus. I go from Madrega. Pesach was Pesach. He hopped over, so it's Dillet. We went straight to Melech Malcham Lachem. Okay. In other words, I can go from 0 to 60. If I start a reason, the whole year we're reasoning. We're going to Malcham Lachem. What are you feeling? Take it in. Oh, I see it. Now it's like, it's clear to me. I see everything. I don't even see anything. All I see, I feel good. That's Kriyas Yamsuf. In my mind, I'm still trying to rationalize how am I going to fit in Monday morning. But it's Batikatal, I said, but it's fine. We need to ask the question because, like, how do I do this? But it wasn't available to us until now. How do I do Monday? Like, really? Monday comes and the whip is on my back. All right, the guy wanted me to be there 8 o'clock. 7:30. Right? Okay? Even during Yom Tov, Chaver are calling. I'm like, why are you bothering me? You know, people, it's like, I had 4 days of Yom Tov, I'm full to the nose, somewhere, whatever it is, and there's a roster. How do I connect back to my reality? What's my reality? My this, my that, my problems. So I'm one of their problems that they need to cover. When is the molding finished? I'm one of the problems. It's one of, like, how do I learn? Now that I finished I'm here. Okay? Oh, here's a juicy one. Moshe. Is the molding done? Like, really? You care? Because I don't think you do, and I don't care either. Because right now, I'm with my family, I'm sitting here and I'm trying to figure out how am I going to deal with my year coming forward. Like, why is this important?
A week before Yontif, this wasn't interesting.
He was busy with this program.
Yeah.
Right, I get it. So that's the clarity that we're gaining. I'm starting to see. Right, I'm starting to see. The trick is we need a couple of words. How do I do this? So the word is like the best that comes to me. Listen, guys, I struggled. I struggled. It took me days. I couldn't chap. I couldn't go than I couldn't. I was going with it. I was like, where? It's in your head, but how do you say it? And really, as long as you're not able to say it, you can't really manifest it properly. Even for myself, I couldn't. It's still coming. But then it's batika talim also. Aharam rak du che'elim. And I don't need to figure out how Monday's going to look like. I know how I am right now. You're like, oh, wait a second. I've been saying present, and I'm trying to figure out. And the highest level, my choshech got me, trying to figure out how I'm going to do. The highest level, when it's supposed to be completely quiet. You come to for Yam Sudev, she says, those motion, you didn't stop. I don't want to hear nothing. Don't worry, I got it. Just quiet, silence. Because the minute Gvul is maxed out, when I'm coming into a point where it's like, what am I going to do? Mitamol, what happens? A baby comes out. After 9 months, it comes out. It finds a door. When it completely has nowhere else to go, it comes out. And if it would stay 1 minute longer, it's already misuk and it's already dangerous. So when I max out my gvul, then believe opens up, a new path opens up. This is Kriyas Yamtiv. This is what we're talking about. Neshama Chadashes. Yeah, that's a good point. Let me just elaborate on that. Neshama Chadashes are planted on Shvi'is Shel Pesach, and they're born in Shmini Atzeres. Sukkot.
Again?
New neshamas are planted in Shvi'is Shel Pesach.
Where?
Tonight in Atzilus.
Okay.
There's the Yichud, and they're born in Shmini Atzeres. Sukkot. That's when it's born. The neshamas come. They come in everything.
Okay.
If it happens here, it happens there. If it happens there, it happens there.
No, because what I mean is Shuma is
Shuma is the souls, new souls. What does that mean?
Right, it's always been.
Well, there's new souls. It's endless, Ein Sof. He keeps. There's new shefa every day. Pesach, there is there's a new seed being planted.
Mom, like new? Are we? I thought we're coming from.
What did we bench Pesach?
No.
Tal.
Yeah.
What is it? The Chazan comes in and is like, Tal, so kippen Tal, of the air, so kind of pflanzen, the Baimet.
I never understood it.
Exactly. So here comes Chassidus and tells you what's Tal. There's a new plant. We're planting new seeds. All the way. New trees, new everything. It's coming down from top down. And then Sukkot is Geshem. It pours, it comes in.
I like it.
Yes. So what does that mean for me also? Remember something. When you're with your wife, when you're doing a yichud, there's no such thing as, even if she doesn't get pregnant, everything, it brings down new oil. When you're with your wife, when you have a yichud, there's a new oil coming in, new consciousness coming into the world. You can plant your thoughts. If you have a positive thought, you can plant it and bring it into physical. And if God forbid not, then you're bringing it in klippah envelope. So everything, the whole where's what's it called? No, the chaver, like the chaver, the thinkers. No, like the Silicon Valley, the new technology and all that. Where are all these ideas coming from? The new Facebook and all. Where's all this coming from? It's all energy. It's all oil. It's coming from tippas. There's kodesh in that too. As we're having yichudim, it comes into Welt, and then because Facebook is being used for Torah also. Ultimately, it's going to be flipped. It's bridging the Zoom was created so I can either show myself off, or I can be learning Torah on Zoom. So there's both in that. Okay, so all that is being planted. Now, this Pesach night, Shvi'ei Shel Pesach, there's new ideas coming in, which is Mashiach consciousness, Yechidah.
You didn't mean the Shumas little.
Little Neshamas also.
But
Look at the new kids today. The kids that are being born today. They're so advanced. They're super advanced. You don't talk to them like our parents spoke to us. They can't. They don't even give you a chance to. They laugh at you.
Hell no.
And they're doing it like with such mindfulness that you're like, my kids just called me a loser. Like I tried to be my tata, and he's just like, okay, throw up from them. with all respect, but I'm just like, it's not gonna fly. They're Mashiach brains. They're the Mashiach children. And we're talking to them like they're babies. They're way more advanced than you can think. Today's kids, what do you think? They're laughing. They lie. You try to play small with them, like you can't lie to them. Sneeze, and with them all yours like Grabian. They see right through you.
Different conversation.
Huh?
Now.
Yeah. So. So that's Shvi'ei Shel Pesach in a nutshell. That new birth and new yichud and there's new asagas. There's no asagas. There's no more depth. Okay, begila tikkun zay yid asalavim laslavim mesein achshav she'az kol biyais kal b'toich atzilas. We zijn in de benauwd zum eden laschkes das ganze darum der rest schon mit perish is there tikkun al ma perit. Van adat perit shatrem prat shatrem is drush shu biyal atzilas am shochem. Okay, I want to go back to Vayesh Oid Beginnes. Okay, let's go to Vahainu. Ki anor ze machshava. Behinne machshava de bermas hem biya. Nor is machshava. My machshava is considered like a nor. It's like a tach. It keeps flowing. Keeps flowing. Okay? So there's a nor up there. Wo machshava de bermas hem biya. Briye tzir asiyah. In Kamush Gossip, but the Ramas Shiva Yisrael ad Vayesh Machshava Yamasa Batzilas. Then there is Machshava Dibur Maser and Atzilas. There's Machshava, there's Dibur and Maser and Atzilas. What does that look like? You know what Machshava Dibur Maser and Atzilas looks like? Like here. We were created from Machshava Dibur Maser and Atzilas. It's that strong. Machshava Dibur Maser, boom, we're here. We're created. Vehem Biyash Batzilas. This is Biyan Atzilas. Vayesh Oid Bechinam Oid Amke Machshava Secho. Then there's another beginner which is very deep are your thoughts. Zayir tivs and adana machshavas. Hana machshavas dir mas shalamala masechel. Okay, the Alter Rebbe is basically what he's doing is he's pushing you to the edge. He's taking us all the way to the end. He's like, there's machshavas dir mas right here. How am I going to pay? How am I going to do? I'm going to figure out how to outsmart this. Machshavas mas here. There's machshavas dir mas datzilas, which is why we're here. That gives us the power to be here. Then there's there's something deeper that's lamaila, that's higher from my thoughts. I can't even process. It's like batikatali milson, nothing. Okay. But there's a yov in gila b'china shelamal manor. A perish be'im rucha yesh lafarish. It says that it's going to bring a ruach, like we started the moment. Al pi masha am razal. Al perish al pasuk v'ruach alakim rachavas al panei amoim. Zeh rucha shel Mashiach. The ruach alakim rachavas al panei amoim. This is rucha shel Mashiach. Hamoed Don, which is going to be, I think that's the Rosh Hashanah, which is he's going to smell. He's going to be able to smell. Mashiach is going to have he's going to smell people. He's not going to judge people with his with strength or with chesed. He's going to smell. He's going to see what's going on. Okay. We're not going to be Havai. The hinne be Moshe nemer men amayim mishasiu. Moshe was going to be from Vaser. We begin to smile all the years shemisham hamshachas haTorah. Hanigis lani kamam shiyodem migvoy lenamach. Ach panim is haTorah ze beginnen veruch alakim marachavas al panei amayim. But maro begin to smile. The ruach alakim Mashiach, the Torah is where we're going right now. This is the spirit that's hovering above water. It's higher than Moshe. Was ze nemer behinne fiyod alanar. Wegen dem staat als ik had opfeim de hand alanar. Hoe beginnen smaim ba'im rucha. Maar shalomalo beginnen smaim. While there's every call, he had to hit it. What does hitting look like? What does hitting look like? What is splitting the next sea, which is going to be in the mind? What we're going through right now. COVID, splitting the head into 7. This is why it's going to be split into 7. This is what it is. This is what we're dealing with. This kim derach tshuva, shehu gam ken beginnes by ruach tashav el likim. The ruach, the spirit, is going back to the king of Kosel al plerish al zina shemaim ruach aiseruach v'am shechruach lios v'henet b'ayim ruach. Ein thought brings the second thought. If I'm sitting here miserable, God forbid, I'm going to pull misery. If I'm sitting here happy, I'm going to pull happiness. If you are not present, you're going to pull that, right? But we already know who is stronger. The one that's more mindful, that's the one that's stronger. That's why you have the koyach to change, to flip over once you're aware and you bring awareness to your netzach. Okay, here's talking about Vater, about Chmanas, Yaakov Avinu. So, okay, we're just going to finish the next Ois Dalet, the last 3 lines. Amram Tenufa Alechem Akvas Mein Alalas Ateres Beginnes Lech Mechita Lekasha Lechaber Boer and Sabar Choma Ichenes Eden Aliene Mamish Begin Lahalas Alach Mishal Abus and Bekonim Shosh Beginnes Rach Mit Gedolim. Einmal Schot Min Alon Zibber der Wanske Zach Washam Bediver Echel Nemro Sham der Was Bin Abus and Makova Begin Yes Yugim Midas Shater and Dashbem Connect Yugim Midas Rachem. So the Yugim Midas Shater and the Rabbi Shmuel Owen Yugim Midas Shater and Drash is dus the Yugim Midas Rachem van Ebersten van Boer. So is a Shvi'ah Shel Pesach. So the vart is that the next, so like this, Mitzrayim went out physical. The physical goof was in Mitzrayim, was in Shibud. So that's why we physically went out. In our Choshech, well, we're waiting for the big physical release, the big physical Geula. But the Alter Rebbe is revealing to us that the Shiv that's going to be split into 7, that's going to be in the mind. It's going to be Ever or Nor. It's not going to be, we have to go, there's the sagas in Mashiach consciousness.
I was excited.
There's going to be physical too.
Yeah?
Of course, it has to. Because remember, everything that happens, Ruach Aizer Ruach. It's going to happen. It has to happen. We suffered physically. The more physical suffering you're going through, it's because it wants to reveal itself more physical. Right? It's preparing us. It's holding space for that. Right?
Physically, you call emotional roadblocks?
I'm physically struggling.
Correct.
And I'm physically having agony. So you're physically going to see and physically be released.
So the opposite is pleasure, or it's just a different type?
Oinig.
Oinig?
Of course. The ultimate pleasure.
But it's not physical.
Physical, yeah. No, so what do you mean? There's going to be tremendous. Physical. What?
We're pulling away now from physical pleasure.
Right. But it's still going to be physical. That's why it's taken longer. It's 2,000 years. Mitzrayim was 400 years. Actual Mitzrayim was 216. Right. But it started from when they put, from the breeders put Yosef into the boy. Or from when Yitzchak started, whatever. It started from when Yitzchak, when that kid. Or when he had Kigeri Yisrach, when Avram had the Brisbane of Son. So it was 400 years. And Mitzrayim, physical, the split sea and the sun and the wars and all that. Now we're talking about 2,000 years. Imagine what's coming. How much prep we had. Imagine what's coming.
Are we?
Go ahead.
We're not like Mitzrayim.
There's going to be like Mitzrayim too.
Well, we're not slaves like in Mitzrayim. Are we slaves or we're our own slaves?
Breathe. We are bigger slaves than Mitzrayim. I wouldn't say bigger, but we're just as big. Let me not throw a word bigger. Mitzrayim, I just saw over there. It says that
hitting us. We're hitting ourselves.
Yeah. They're really not hitting you? How enslaved are you? How many hours a day do you spend with yourself, and how many hours a day do you spend with your boss and your work and the world outside?
And not only with your work, with all your problems around you.
Yeah.
That is part of it. That's the menta sharput. Menta Shar Klippi is that. Let me show you how far it is, how deep we are. We have a plague that comes into the world, the planet Earth, lands. Vayedet Hashem, what's the Lashon? Eden over Ere. The Eibusher says, Eden over Ere. Who's got that before? In other words, he's lowering this high consciousness, which is and he's like, let me come down, let me get physical, like, what are these guys doing over here? And he wipes out Sodom, Daraflog, and makes Seder of the world, Daramabel. Eibusher says, Eden over Ere. He came down, he sent us a plague. COVID. The whole world is shut down. We are so far removed from that truth that all we see is there's a flu, a
virus.
A virus. That's how far removed we, just like in Mitzrayim, we're busy with the virus. Wait. Eibusher says, Eden over Ere. He comes down and he's like, let me hit these, let me give them a plague to wake them up, to realize what's going on. What do? What do science do? I have a vaccine. What? What are you talking about? It came out of China, Wuhan. I have a vaccine. What are you doing? He's giving you the finger. This is Nimrod, Tayeb Befiv. All these big pharma companies. They're like, really? DNA has created a virus. So DNA is going to create something else. And it's telling Creator, there's nothing you can do. Because I know you. You're all good. You're all chesed. You're all rachamim. And guess what? You promised you're not going to destroy the world again. What are you going to do? And we are you. This is also you. So what are you going to do? They're taking Gam Ki'el B'get Salma with Chaz V'chil and flipping it on its head. They're like, even in my dark, you are dark too. I don't need to do this in order to receive. I can do what I want. What are you going to do? You think you're going to kill me? I'll figure out a vaccine. Not in 10 years, 20 years. In 6 months, in 1 year, 18 months. In 12 months, I'll give you a vaccine. Kishin Tuchas, what are you going to do to me? Tell me what you got now. You're going to flood me? You can't. I'll figure it out. You're not going to flood the whole world because I know you promised you won't. So that won't happen again. And this is what's talking about. The Ri Kodesh is talking about that Pari was the biggest machashev. He knew everything. Just like Moshe. He was the Gadol. The same thing we're experiencing now. It's just more modernized. That we think it's like, but the real what they're doing is they're koifer beikir. And they're flipping everybody into that consciousness. We're all panicking. We're all in a panic. Good. We're in a panic because we're like, what's going on? But now I see what's going on. I see what's happening. It's the same spiel. Nothing has changed. It's the same spiel, just different colors. So you have a choice. Either you're going to wake up, or you're gonna fall into choshev.
If the first plague is so powerful that it stops the world, you can imagine the other 9 coming.
Pelos Areno. I mean...
Na Makkas.
Dat is de eerste Makka.
Dat is de eerste Makka.
God did give us the power to heal ourselves, right?
Yes.
So why is the vaccine such a finger?
Because as far as the vaccine is concerned, it's just a virus. It has nothing to do with anything. There's no higher power, no higher consciousness.
You mean they need to recognize that?
God has given me the power to heal, and I have healed myself. People are healing themselves without the vaccine. Why do I need the vaccine?
Again?
People are not dying. People had COVID and they're fine.
Correct.
So what's the vaccine? Right? The same. It's like, let's go back to the Band-Aid. Why am I putting a Band-Aid on my finger? What is Choshech telling me to put a band-aid? I get a cut, I put a band-aid on my finger. What's Choshech telling me to do? Yes, I need to stop the bleeding, but let's get real for a minute. Let's go deeper than that. I know that because when I put a band-aid on my finger, on my hand, I can't see how delicate I am. I still think I'm chomer. I think that I am my problems. But really what a band-aid is doing, it's covering up that it's just healing back, it's moving. We're just energy, it's moving, it's coming back to source, it's going back to the way it has to be. I can heal myself. Now this is just a reflection of what's going on inside of myself. I have all my problems and all that. My problems are long gone, but all I'm holding on to is my memory, my thoughts. My fear is going to come back. It's coming, it's here, it's there, it's going, it's moving. It's long gone. And by me thinking it, I'm bringing it back. Because ruach aise ruach, ba'amshich ruach. Ruach aise ruach, ba'amshich ruach. My thoughts are pulling thoughts and it brings and it manifests. Aise brings aise. All of yid yid suf yid. It brings like the big chap. Think of a parking spot and it's going to open up. Schmuck. Really? You're going to rob me to that? Think of a parking spot? Think that everything is good and everything is good. But of course I can manifest the parking spot. Everybody's parking every night. What's the big chachma? Nobody's left the car in their house. Nobody had to pull their car up to the 5th floor. There's a spot every day. So it's a block away, fine. Because I'm that far removed from my reality. So I'm creating my problems in my head. When it's long gone. So but since I'm stretched this far, I'm thinking about it's gonna come, it's coming, it's going, it's going, it's coming, and I'm forgetting that about right now all I need to do is nitzchus, that's the Mashiach, it's in the hoiv, it's in the now. It's in the moment. Alright, any questions? Want to do another song?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alright. Leave it running. I want to have it on the recording. I have a few some stuff, but honestly I wanted to just get one of them. I think it's I don't know, let me just go with it. Let me just go to the bathroom for a sec, I'll be right back. In the meantime, you guys start drinking. There's some good cognac over there that I picked up. I'll let it sit over there.
So it gewinnt the report, since it's clear. Let it flow. Put away what you want to say.
What?
Put away what you want to say. We'll say it afterwards. See, meantime we can sing a song, actually. Also?
Ja, dit is mijn ding, dat zie je.
Zeg maar, dat is even een ander. Nee, dat was dingen. Ga weer maar gitaar, gaat spelen. Ik moet gewoon investeren aan energie. Laat me even te oud staan en niet. Let's be silent. Yeah,
let's be in the moment. Be silent.
Wat? Is die brengt de oorlog?
Ja, dat breng ik eigenlijk wel weg.
Whatever, it's clear? Saw the picture, Ajay?
Of course I saw it. For a second I saw it. It's beautiful.
I'm going to paint the walls.
Oh, what?
I'm going to paint that wall. I'm thinking about a different accent. It's going to be like orange or I'm not sure yet what I'm doing there.
You're painting?
I'll just do that wall. I have to fix it. Yeah.
Nice.
This is Hershey's inspiration.
Yeah, what is going to be beautiful? What should I say?
Yeah? So here you are.
By the way, no.
I have to come all the way back.
Yes.
He has interesting stuff on his website, but it's kind of weird.
I wrote something, there's some stuff that needs to be still worked on, but let's see where it goes.
Holy cow.
I have it
What are the words? Amazing. I can say it.
That's all I got. I'm just gonna listen to
Scary.
it. Yeah, it's gonna continue over there. so enai